Hey, welcome to the channel. This is Michael from Viral Home-Based Pursuits. In this video, I'm going to show you how to advertise CBD oil the right ways so you're not going out there making mistake after mistake, wasting all your time, getting loads of headaches, and just wasting a lot of money, effort, these things, so you don't have to go through all these. I've made it simple for you, and I'm going to be covering that in this video. I'll be getting into the share screen and showing you just how to effectively maximize your earnings per customer, how to get recurring customers, and just really make an impact and explode your income. But before I get started, if this is the first time you're watching me, I do come out with videos like these on CBD oil. In fact, I have other videos such as how to advertise with Facebook, Google, free, paid, many other videos on CBD sales funnels. If that's something you want to know more about, maybe you've heard of that, maybe you haven't, but I'll cover a little bit of that in this video. I have loads of them. I'll have a free video series you can grab underneath here in the description once you're done. But you know, very quickly, normally I don't shoot my videos in this place. I'm in my room. It's quite noisy. I'm in other areas, so I wanted to get away and just on the bed right now, just making this video for you. So I'm going to get into the share screen here, and I'm going to show you what you need to be doing to really make your business take off, to build a brand, not just, most people, they want to just sell. You just want to sell, sell, sell. Whether you're an affiliate marketer, you're a network marketer, e-commerce, Amazon FBA, brick and mortar, it doesn't matter. This will apply to it all. It just translates into the online world. Okay, so this might be something new to you, but this is a chatbot. So Facebook allows you to, they allow a connection with a chatbot that you can automate when you're not there, right? How cool is that? Like, you don't have to actually be there in person to be communicating with a person, right? And sometimes, the automation can go only so far. Sometimes it's better just to communicate yourself to get on there, but there are different circumstances for that. So before I even get into that, though, before I even show you how to automate, I just want to show you a quick sneak peek. We'll get to this, so stick around. But what you want to do is you want to start, let me go to the whiteboard here. Got my plugged in keyboard because I was putting content out. I wanted to use this keyboard instead. So the mistake everybody makes when they first try to grow their CBD oil business is this. They try to sell, okay? Sell over and over and over. How old does that sound? Right, it sounds old, sounds very boring. And what do you think is going to happen? It's going to repel people away from you. You're not sending the right message to people. You are just packaging a product. You're talking about how great it is, how it does this, the name of the company, the cost. Nobody cares about that, right? They want to know how they can emotionally get attached to it. Sometimes it's not even the product itself. Sometimes it's the value that you're giving them, that you're helping them with. And I won't get into too much of how to create this kind of emotion with stories and so much more, breaking down false beliefs and helping your own market. But if you want to know more about that, I have some in the description where I give away a free script on storytelling and how to grow your brand doing that. So staying away from selling is key. Instead, what we want to do is give value. So in your marketplace, I won't start talking about, by the way, in this video, I pretty sure I covered in a different one how you have to get into a market, right? You have a market, the CBD, the health and wellness, and then the sub-market is CBD, and then you have to get into your niche. You're still not there. You got to break it down another level. Another level can be, for example, I have a health and wellness business. If you've been following me, I have one in the back pain space. CBD oil for back pain sufferers, CBD oil for back pain arthritis sufferers, CBD oil for sacroiliac joint sufferers, stuff like that. So you got to go down even a deeper level, and that's where the gold is, because you can directly start speaking with people. But that's for another time. I'm not going to go all out on that here. So when people sell, you might make a sell here and there, but it's not going to work. You want a stable business, you've got to look at it long term. Stop looking at it from a short gain perspective. Okay? So value, what does that mean? It doesn't mean money in this sense. Value means content, right? Value is content. What do I mean? That means you should be producing value to your marketplace in different platforms. So let's say you're on Facebook, right? And then you might have YouTube. You might have a website blog. But what you want to do is you want to focus on one platform at a time and grow it, right? Become an authority in it. So if it's going to be Facebook, you're likely going to be in there with Facebook groups, posting on your wall, being as consistent as you can doing that. Because to get exposure on your Facebook newsfeed, you really have to start producing, and there's a strategy behind that. There's tactics to go into that, but I won't do that in this video. This is kind of more of a overview, and then I'll kind of cover the tactics a little bit here and there as we go. Not so in depth that we can do together, but Facebook, YouTube, website, blog. You can even do podcasts, Instagram. Talk to so many people. Instagram is one that you would like to be spending your time on because it's a visual platform. Right? Take pictures of your own CBD if you own your own product. Go out there, go the extra mile, and then you can learn how to do that. I have videos on that I put out on Instagram as well. I'll leave in the description, as well as the other ones. But there's so many other platforms you can go into this, paid advertising, right? You got to be careful with that. That's why I made videos and I made content around that. But most people, they get stuck selling instead of giving the value. Value being the content. If you're focused on helping somebody with rheumatoid arthritis, what do you think you need to do? If you're doing a blog, you find out what people are typing into Google, right, with keyword research. That's something that I can help you with. I'm actually an SEO. That's like my area of expertise that I focus on daily, although I'm very well-rounded. But that's something that you can look into because people are looking into Google and they're typing in their problems, and you can search. You can be the person who pops up on the first page of Google with something like CBD oil for rheumatoid arthritis. Then you can have products, stuff like that. That's for another lesson. So that's what I talk about when producing content. If you want to get on YouTube, you don't have to show your face if you're not comfortable doing that. Over time, if you feel like that's something now you want to work on, you can get into that. You can also do share screens. You can do little screens like I'm showing you here, PowerPoint presentations. But the point is to produce content, produce value, because your value is in direct proportion to how much money you're going to make. And that goes for any single person, not only affiliates, it goes for e-commerce. It's actually an extra added addition to people who, if you own your own CBD product within the e-commerce space or online, or it's just brick and mortar, it's very helpful to produce value. And for those of you, if you own a brick and mortar business or it's just like e-com, you want to have your own store, a lot of people that I talk to just want to set up like a very simple Facebook profile, and I'll show you what you should be doing instead, which, by the way, I think I have another video that shows you my Facebook, one of my Facebook pages. So it's like one of my latest CBD videos. You can watch that for it. But most people did just post like 50% off of this, 30% off. People get tired of seeing that, and it doesn't always help. People react to it differently than you might think. So you need to be producing content that's actually going to attract, and it's going to attract the right kind of people. So we reverse engineer the process, right? We got to look at it as a whole. It's kind of like a 3 to 4 step process. So we start with the end in mind. what is the end in mind? The end in mind, we have an offer. And what is that? That means we're trying to offer something unique to our audience, your audience, that they can't get anywhere else. So until you offer extra value, an offer behind your product, it's just a commodity, right? It's like an Apple iPhone. Like, why should somebody come to your store? Why should somebody come to you, right? Instead of going to the actual Apple store. Well, you can't get that from anywhere else because I'm going to give you the contacts on that list so you can call any CBD professional for help for free. You're going to get contacts on my best, um, chiropractors for help, and so much more, right? And then they look at it and they go, whoa, I need to be buying this from you. I need to be buying this Apple product from you. So the same thing goes with CBD, and I've done this so many times. So when you have a CBD offer, um, you can produce things like, I always like to break it down into categories. We have the written word, we have the spoken word, we have the physical, miscellaneous kind of things. So written means you can give them a guide, post-purchase, give them a checklist, you can give them a mini course, you can give them a cookbook, a recipe book, right? Just put recipe again underneath here. Recipe is the same thing as cookbook. All right, people want to see this, so they're going to be getting something from you that they can't get anywhere else, right? So when you give them all this extra value post-purchase, they're going to want to buy from you. They're likely going to keep coming back from you, buying over and over. Spoken, that can be something like, actually this mini course can go up here. It's more of an audio, spoken, audio, visual. Maybe like a podcast, you have a mini course, right? Mini course here. Video series on helping them out, a step-by-step, whatever that is, right? You can get more visual, they can hear you more, so they can follow you, and you can create this content for free and give it away to them after they purchase from you. And that's something we can work on over time if you're not quite sure where to begin on that. Physical, free CBD holder, some kind of holder, right? That holds all their tincture, supplements, creams, a t-shirt, some kind of mug, maybe. These are physical things. Miscellaneous, that can be anything like a free group, exclusive group, one-on-one coaching. So much more. You can go and expand on that, but I'm only going to cover a little bit. I actually have a whole list, not here, but written down, so I'm not going to go through that because of the time of the video too. But that's what I talk about in offer, giving away, or having them buy from you, and then you give them something unique that they can't get anywhere else. So we have offer, and then we can think about the story, right? So we have a story that you have a unique story why you use that product. Why did you buy that product? What made you use it? And we craft stories in a way that gets people to elicit an emotional response, and it's an ethical one. And it hits on those triggers that help them break down their false beliefs, create new ones. You move them to a higher ground. You make a change in their lives to create that impact that they need to be able to buy that product and continuously keep buying and trusting why they should get it from you. Right? It's always good to sell to people or to promote to people that have already a frustration than to promote to somebody who doesn't even need your product. And so think about the people who are already frustrated, right? Somebody, you're serving the CBD oil market, the health and wellness. Maybe they're not getting something they need from a specific vendor, or they're not getting something from the herbs over here, the Chinese herbs that they should have been getting. But then the CBD actually helps that. It's actually the better alternative. And we're speaking to the people who are already frustrated and already in the market, right? Let's go for that red ocean, right? It's called that red ocean, the people that are already out there. So you're going to create a story to help And that's something that can be done over time. Like I said in the beginning, I'll leave a script to that in the bottom of the description. And then we have a hook. What hooks your audience in? So if you're speaking to people with arthritis, tell them, attention arthritis sufferers. CBD has just taken off and will completely heal arthritis in less than 30 seconds. Well, it's like it captivates them, gives you enough time now, that's the hook, to give them your story, and then it creates the offer. But then there's more to this as well. You know, how do you get people to see your hook, right? How do you get people to get there eventually, to go all the way to the other side to get your offer? So we're going to be using our lead magnets. And I could have said lead magnets was this whole part right here, basically. But what you're doing is you're going to give them something away for free of high value. In return, you get an email address. You get an email address. That way you can follow up with them by email. You give away something for free here. It can be a free guide on arthritis. And then you can give away the 15 ways to heal arthritis, one of them being CBD. You follow up with CBD content here in your messaging, or it can be the 5 ways to relieve arthritis with CBD oil, stuff like that. And then you drip out content to them. This is framed in a way that you'll start to understand within some time. So don't worry if you're like, what do I put in the email? I'll help you out with that. And I have some done for you stuff as well. But that's ascending them, taking them into something for free that they opted in for. In return, you give them that thing. And then it takes them into, well, the hook is kind of a part of the lead magnet. The story is kind of a part of the lead magnet. The offer is a part of the lead magnet. But it's a whole nother thing too. After you give them something for free, they opt in, and then they keep going. And then out here is kind of like the traffic area. This is now where you should be concerned about producing content. See how we talked about understanding who you're serving, the offer, the products that already work, where your market is, where are they frustrated at, how you can reel them in. And all this is going to help you build a brand long term, not just something, no fluff. If you're really here for the long run, you're here to take this serious, please listen to this. If you're questioning me, this is the first time, go through my other videos, go through my sites if you wish, but take this to heart and go with it. I see people who opt into my things, but sometimes they just wait. Don't be that person who waits. While you're waiting, somebody else, another competitor, can come and eat up that space you're in, and it's too late. Don't be that person. Have questions, ask me. You can leave me a comment, reach out to me on my social media channels, email, etc. Okay. Now, this is where the content comes in, where the traffic is here, but then the content is right above that. Content, like I said in the beginning, you're producing value on these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, blog, etc. And then that traffic will start to come in. Traffic will then, you can lead them into that lead magnet that I said you can give away for free, instead of just trying to show them a product. It can work if you send them through like an ad, but let's send them through a lead magnet so we can capture their email. That way you can start building more relationships, a brand, an actual business, because sometimes if somebody buys from you, you may not have all their information. You might not even have their email. You might have just content, some name to it, but then you don't have any way of following up with that person. Like, wouldn't you want to follow up with them and be like, hey, we have, if you like this product, you might also like more of this, or you might also like a complementary or a substitutional. See where I'm going with it? So stick with me. I'm going to show you kind of how this looks, but there's even a more special way. There's something that happens in here that is amazing. But before I show you that, let me get into this. So I'm going to back it up here. Back it up a little bit more. And then I'll show you how this ties into a chatbot that I was going through. So some people come to this. I have many different lead magnets. You can give them a free guide. It can be, like I said, I've given you different things, a checklist, PDF, mini course. The more you do it, you'll get better at it. And if you want to know where to get these, there's a site like idplr.com. I'll leave more information on that, where you can get more content on CBD things. You can own the rights to them by purchasing them. Sometimes you can get them for free, but you have to read the rules. Likely you're going to purchase one, which is fine. I mean, purchase one. It's okay. Sometimes I give away free stuff for myself so you can use, but it's always good to have your own that's personalized to your audience. So let's say somebody comes here and they're like, yeah, I want to buy this, or they're going to get this for free. And this is a simple page. I'm testing it with others as well. I won't show too much about how to create an irresistible, highly converting copywriting landing page in this video. And then they sign up, right? Boom, they're like, yeah, getting this free thing. You get their email. But then, boom, wait, there's more. For this example, I send them into a quiz. You can use a quiz. It's very effective. Like, I'm asking which CBD is right for you. Is it a tincture? Is it a supplement? Can it be a cream? Can it be so forth, right? We're going into so many directions. CBD water, right? There's so many different things. I bet you didn't know that was out there. And it's quality, just if you were wondering. I've had it. It's pretty cool stuff, and it's hydrating. So anyways, it doesn't have to be a quiz, but this particular one does take them through that. So you'll get the stuff too that comes with it. So you can question them and ask them more questions. And at the end of it, you can maybe ask for the email. But if you can leave this part out because they already opted in with email, whichever way you want to do it. Sometimes you can just leave this as a standalone page, create content, send them into a quiz, and then send them into that lead magnet like I showed you in the beginning. There's so many different ways of doing this. Yes, give me my 25% coupon. We just figured out what they were interested in, what was their needs. We go even a step higher, and then it takes them to this page called the bridge page. This bridge page, now I will show them the offer. This is where you show them your offer on the CBD product, right? So going back here, we've taken people from content into, which is the traffic that's coming through now, through that lead magnet, the guide I showed you. Now they're in our emails. They're going to get that first email. I told them to go check, but they're still ascending through our funnel. This is a funnel. So they're going to be seeing hooks, stories, and offers, and so much more. And it gets so integrated. That's stuff that I can show you the tactics on how it can all look like. But this page, I could have left it after they opted into the guide. It would take them here directly. That's likely what you'll do in the beginning. That's kind of the most recommended way. But I have experience and I know my industry well enough to know what to do and what to offer. But over time, you're going to be growing. So here I take a chance to talk to them about a product that is helpful to this certain audience. And so I made a video. This is me. I made a video promoting this product. When they click this button, it'll take them over to that. This particular one is an affiliate, so they'll take them over to that affiliate and they can make a purchase. You can do this too if you have your own products as well. It works. I have other products for other things, but you can also take them here to this bridge page, and then it speaks to them about the product, right? You're hooking them in with this headline up here. The story is with the video. It doesn't always have to be video. It can be written out, but I recommend video. It converts the best. And you combine video with written, right? I combine the two. That's the best way to do it. And on this bridge page, before it takes them into the sales page where they can buy from you, you're telling them the hook. What are they going to see? The story. I have this amazing CBD product for you. And then you talk about, you structure your story in a way you tell them about it, what you're going to learn. Click there, they get to go buy. Or if you own your own product, it takes them to your order form. I'll help you understand how to set that up. So it takes them there, they can purchase, right? But then look, this is from me, and then I have the offer down here. I got to revise some of these because it's a split test. Again, I'm doing certain things. That's why it says one funnel away challenge. I got to change the bar on the top. But for this one, you have an offer. You can offer them the one-on-one coaching support, private access to my video vault, private access and exclusive to my exclusive and free Facebook group, access to my free books. If you have physical products, the kind of stuff we were talking about in the beginning. Cool, they're ready to buy, go. If you don't own the product, takes them to the merchant. If you own the product, keeps them on, takes them to the actual order form, or the order form can be on the same page, different ways. 30-day back money guarantee. I kind of just show them the offer again. But you see where this is going. This in time, you're going to be able to build it out, and it's going to be great. Plus, I give you free templates on this. So if you wanted something like this on the bridge page, I can just give it to you really quickly. You can add it into your account. I use a software called Clickfunnels to do all of this. And if you want to learn how to build your first business or even your next business with a funnel, I highly encourage you to check out the One Funnel Away Challenge. I'll link to it down below. It'll show you step by step by experts like Russell Brunson, if you've heard of him, people like Steve Larson, Julie Soyan, Jim Edwards. They'll walk you through these people how to build a legitimate business with a funnel, and it'll show you everything like this plus more. It's amazing. Check it out. So this will take them there, and then we can do so many things. It doesn't have to be this page. We could do it where, for example, and I'm split testing this with other things. You know, I just showed you a bridge page where we have a video, right? Then we have more call to action, takes them over to the sales or the order form, or it can take them to the affiliates, whatever it is. But then you can also have, this is number one, and then number two. Number two, we can do something as simple as something, you can actually, yeah. One of my favorite ways, I'll show you just two for now, then over time it can grow. This is one of my favorite ones to use too, because then I can talk to them over and over, is to send them into your chatbot, because I want to get to that part. So you tell them, hey, thank you for getting your free guide on this. It's on its way to your email inbox. Look for this subject line, blah, blah, blah. But wait, you can actually get access to it right now. Press this button right now to download it. So when they download it, it takes them into your chatbot sequence. And then that will start messaging them out via Facebook Messenger chats. And then you still have your email that's going to be firing messages to them. So they're going to be seeing you constantly. It's about making more than one point of contact. So that takes us into this part. So, you know, for an example, you're trying to sell a product. I have things for guides and stuff for selling products, but I have this already built out. I can share it with you. So it tells them, howdy, first name, nice to meet you. I'm Michael Bahuman. Michael asked me to keep an eye on his Messenger account for him so he can focus on making some kick-ass CBD content for you. Probably know this already, but Michael made, you know, and then you tell them, you know, what you made for them. He made the CBD guide for you. As promised, here's this guide, or in this case, it's a course. Download it below. They click here. They get to go to that page to see while you're with that guide or what you were fulfilling on. And then we do it where they wait about a minute or so, depending on what the offer is. And then it'll take them into the next thing here. And then it says, wait, before you go, I should let you know I have an exclusive group of like-minded individuals building out their 6 figures plus CBD business, helping out people with that. Yours can be, I'm helping people get over rheumatoid arthritis, helping people get over sleeping poorly, you know, whatever that group is. If you have a group, if you don't, you can do something like, but wait, do you want to know an exclusive CBD tip? Right, and then they click, yes, I do. And then you can show them that tip, right? And then you can keep going more. So there are different variations of it if you don't have a group. But I recommend you do have one. It's going to cause the most amount of exposure. The brand's going to start growing. Then you can start moving people from your group into your blog, your YouTube, Facebook posts, wherever you want to take them to. Start helping out with value instead of selling all the time. You will push out offers, but it's about creating value in front. So then, therefore, you can start going through, have another minute here. Oh, I almost forgot, your free CBD Tinicure bottle. You know how we didn't show them the bridge page, but we can show them the products though in the ManyChat. It's called ManyChat. And before they go, they're like, yeah, hey, yeah, I do want to see this product. They click here and it'll take them to this page. You link to this page and then you can start showing them about this. Okay. And this is also a good thing for anybody, any kind of business model, affiliate, e-commerce, because what then happens is then if you have your own store, you're not showing them the store in the front like most people they want to do. I met somebody like a while ago, like was really happy that they made their first sale. They even spoke to me like, I set up a store and I made a sale with an ad. And I asked, well, how much money did you spend on that ad and how much did you make in return? And so it wasn't that great, but I mean, it was a win nonetheless. I mean, but you want to build this to where it's consistently happening for you. It's not once in a while kind of thing. Okay. And immediately as that person found out about all this, the processes, and it was a big shock. But by the way, this did take me a lot of time. This is my work. Um, the more of a thinker. I'm an introverted person, so I'm always here helping out. Want to make sure you get the most amount of value. And so you can show them that, take them to this page, promotes it, and then at the end of it, if it's your own product, great. Show them the products, show them the offer, the order form. They purchase, then you can send them into another product of the same thing, and so forth. Watch the video for my e-commerce stuff on that if you want to know more about that and how to use funnels with it. I'll link to it down below so you can check that full out with sales funnels. But then you can show the store at the end, right? After they buy from you, then you send them there later on and do more. So here it is, wait one more day, and then we can wait a day. We can tweak this out, right? They got enough messages already. And then the next day, you might send them into a webinar you made. I have a particular webinar on certain things, or it'll probably be another tip where it can tell them, hey, I just dropped some massive bombs, some knowledge bombs into your email inbox. Have you checked it yet? They probably will click no or yes. And then they're like, why not, haven't you? And go check it out. It's about this, this, this. And then they'll go do it. It'll cause them to go and look for it, and you can send them more of your content. Or you can do things where, wait one more thing, I have an awesome email. He's dropping all his information. And then you can start getting to a point where you can get on a chat with them and actually start talking to the real person, have them subscribe to your channels, tell them, look, I have a Facebook business page, come check me out. And that's a great way to do it. That's how you're going to get exposure to, that's one of the great ways to get exposure to your Facebook business page, because I know you might be spending a lot of time on that and you're not getting the rewards you want. You can be boosting posts, but you have to be careful and stuff like that. But this is a great way to do it. By giving just away one simple lead magnet, we've led them into this, right? And then it goes on and on and on, but this is just one example. See how it goes on. But I have so many different variations and so many different ones. But see what we did. We took somebody from, so we created that content out for people. It's kind of like the last step before figuring out everything else, because you need to figure out your offer, your converting lead machine, your converting machine, how you're going to convert these leads or how you're going to convert into sales. And then you're going to have the content in the front. Content, right? We're leading the traffic in from these platforms. The one platform you're focused on a lot, and then you can expand. And then we're leading them into the lead magnets that we give away for free. And then that's kind of like still doing the hook, subhook, story offers. Up here the same. It's happening in every single part. You're going to see the hook, story offer, and everything. Your content, your lead magnets. Once they get into your bridge page, your ManyChat, stuff like that. Boom, boom, boom. It's going to keep going over and over. So lead magnet, now we take them into that hook, right? For the bridge page or whatever it is we're doing more stories, offers. And I should put call to action at the end there, because we still have to have them take an action, right? We want them to take action on something. This is for a limited time. This is a scarce resource. When somebody in their mind sees this as a scarce resource, they automatically think it becomes more abundant to them, right? Something as opposed to, you give somebody like 10 cookies, and then somebody else, you give them 2 cookies. And you tell them, oh, sorry, we were running out of the cookies, the other 10 cookies, we only have these ones. And they're going to treasure those much more, because in abundance, it's like they're running out. Like there's less of those, there's more of these. So they're going to value that, and they're going to take more action on that. That's for another time. See how we did all this in the very beginning, moving the traffic through? And this can happen in any business model. but you have to take action on it. If you want to know more about this, leave me a comment. If you want to get my free video series instead of going through and through my playlist and seeing all the CBD stuff, I have them all in one location. Plus, I give you more free content in between the videos and so much more. You'll be hearing from me how to grow your business online, your CBD business online, brick and mortar. If you're fully online, how to do this efficiently instead of waiting around, contemplating, even watching my videos and still contemplating. This is actually going to work for you, and it does. I've tested it with my own things, and I know it can work for you as well. Like always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave me one down below, and I will get back to you. Okay, thank you. Bye.